Hi Cancerians, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your second video, your second reading in the how-to series that I'm doing on YouTube for each of the signs. These readings are kind of replacing the year ahead live spreads that I would do for each of the signs. I wanted to be less, I mean, these readings will have an element of prediction in them, but I wanted the readings really to be able to influence and inspire people on how they can perhaps change patterns, habits, in order to achieve either their best life or find true love. This reading is geared towards anybody, and I mean anybody that's looking for true love, whether you're in a relationship that you're not particularly happy with, or you are single and looking for a true love partner. This is geared towards anyone looking for that. If you're in a perfectly happy relationship, this reading is more than likely not going to be for you. So you're probably not going to want to watch it. And Valentine's as well is coming up. So I'm doing Valentine's readings. They're primarily, again, for people who are looking for love. So what I try and do with readings now, I don't label it singles and I don't label it couples. I label it just for people who are searching for true love, and you can be in a relationship that's not going great, or somebody that you're not comfortable with, and you're wondering to yourself, should I find, I want true love, how do I achieve it? Of course, if you're in a relationship and things aren't going well, some of you guys might want to stay in that relationship, and maybe I'll try and do something on that, but it would be an awful lot of work considering that we've got these two big readings that have already been done. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, you've got a Valentine's love reading coming up as well. Every sign's got 3 readings apiece. I haven't done the live spreads this year because I wanted to be less prediction orientated on those readings. I want to be able to hand power back to the viewer so that they can view things and say, okay, I can see how that would work, maybe I'll try that. So what we're doing is now we're using the Golden Tarot, which is my favourite deck of cards, and of all my decks, the Rider-Waite and the Golden Tarot, 2 of my favourites. Got other favourites, but they're 2 of them. This is by Cat Black. We're using this mainly for the main reading, and we're using the same format as we used for how to achieve your best life in 2018. For advice cards, guys, we're using the Guardian Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue, Radleigh Valentine. For advice, we're also using the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue again for advice, and we're using these beauties, the Love Tarot, 50 Ways to Divine Love by Liz Dean. Now I think this is quite rare, this deck, because they're very expensive on Amazon, about £45 on Amazon, and I managed to get this second hand from eBay for £12.99. And this is made up only of major cards, and what we do in the reading, at the end of the reading, is we shuffle and find a major card that gives you a lesson. So what is the lesson that you need to learn through the major? Okay, so without further ado, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to, and pardon me if I take a little sip of my ginger tea, because my throat just become dry because I speak quite a bit. So we're going to put these advice cards to the side, and we're going to just start to shuffle and ask the universe how Cancerians are going to find true love in 2018. Universe Spirit, how will Cancerians go about finding true love in 2018? What does Cancerian need to do in order to find true love in 2018? Wow, the 10 of Wands just flicks out. We don't know what that's about though, so we'll see. What does Cancerians need to do? But it came up reverse in my direction, so you need to release some form of obstacle, or you need to release some form of blockage, probably. We'll see. What does Cancerian need to do in order to achieve true love, in order to find true love in 2018? What does Cancerians need to do? How do Cancerians find true love? This is for Cancerians who perhaps are in relationships that they're not happy in, or those that are simply single and looking for love. But for anyone at all who's looking for true love and watching this video, universe, what do Cancerians need to do? What do they need to know? What is the information? Information is power. What do they need to know in order to find true love in 2018? Show me. Alright, so we've shuffled the cards, Cancerians. We're going to split the deck into 3 as I usually do. 1, 2, 3. We're going to collect that back up like so. And what we're going to do, we have to put the cards around this way, because the way that I shuffle is like this. And if I turn it around like this, it puts it in the correct position that it was shuffled for you guys, okay? So this is the foundation. This is where everything started from. So distant past, foundation area. this is how things have evolved to here, and this is really the evolvement stage of these readings is really the place where you become quite enlightened about something. So this is about stage 1. This is the enlightenment stage on how you guys, from this area here, how things evolved and kind of enlightened you here in how you started to find true love. So that's stage 1 of finding true love. Position 2 is what your goals are for love in 2018, and as a result of your goals, this is what your guides are going to be focusing on. These are the energies that you'll be focusing on in 2018 for love. This is your challenges concerning love, and this can be a past challenge that's got, you know, moved into the now. And this is position 6, stage 2. So this is how you overcome this challenge here in order to achieve love in position 6, stage 2 of how you achieve true love in 2018. In position 7, this is how you continue to work on yourself in order to find true love. Okay, this is stage 3 of how you implement certain things into finding true love. This is Cancerians in 2018. This is influences coming in, things that you might need to deal with in terms of true love coming in on your way to finding true love. This is going to be your hopes or desires, and this is the overall outcome. And by the way, if any of you guys want to buy one of these readings, they're being put as personal readings on the website. So let me just take my tea and bring it here. Bring it to the side. So Cancerians, look, in your foundation, what's this all about? What is the heart of the matter in terms of you guys finding true love? What's happened to the distant past? Well, the Four of Swords happened. So some of you guys have potentially withdrawn from a relationship in the past, and somebody might have withdrawn from you. The Four of Swords also does refer to healing and recovery. So some of you guys might have found time to heal and recover. But usually when you get the Four of Swords, it's either that it is about healing and recovery in terms of love, but often this shows somebody who's on a break, or somebody who's withdrawn from love. So you might have found it might have been an air sign individual, for example, that could have withdrawn from you in terms of love, or you withdrew from somebody in terms of a relationship. And how this has evolved into the recent past. Well, the Ace of Coins. So I think that in the recent past, stage 1 of you guys finding true love is that what you've withdrawn. And I think that this is sort of enlightened you that you want someone or something that you can start to build a life with, because the Ace of Coins is how things evolved. It's the enlightenment. It's the first stage that you came to when you says, this is what I want. And at the first stage, I think that you withdrew because this is what you wanted. So withdrawing helps you guys to understand in stage 2, well, in order to find true love, I've got to look at the Ace of Coins. I think this is more about, if you've withdrawn, I think that in the second stage, you've been looking at potential. What is the potential for true love? Okay, in stage 2. So this has helped you guys, it's guided you, and it said to you, actually, either I am looking for a commitment, but maybe whoever it is that you withdrew from, you weren't committed enough to, or somebody withdrew from you, and as a result of that, stage 1 saw you guys on a course of looking for the right person, looking for someone that you could build a life with. Remember, with the Ace of Coins, it's all about longevity. You're at the very start, though, so it's planting a seed. It's saying, right, there is the potential for me to find true love here, but I'm looking for true love. I'm looking for the real deal. I'm looking for somebody that I can settle down with, somebody I can build a life with, somebody that I can have children with, maybe, with the Ace of Coins. Because your goals for 2018 regarding love, well, there you go, Ace of Cups. It is to open your heart to someone, Ace of Cups, and have somebody open their heart to you. Now, Ace of Cups can mean many things. Alright, this means falling in love. Ace of Cups is all about falling in love, but it can be about infatuation. Now, nobody's goals would be to be infatuated with anyone, because the infatuation of the word infatuation, I actually think, holds negative undertones to it. It suggests a little bit of Looney Tunes going on there. So the Ace of Cups for me, even though it can refer to infatuation, it's not. You've got 2 aces here, and the first stage of you finding true love was that you guys were recognizing that you want someone that you can start a new venture with in terms of love. You can start to build a strong, loving, But it's not even a strong, yeah, it is a strong loving relationship, loyal relationship with the Ace of Coins, but something that you can really build on. You know, this is, you're not looking for a fly by night. You guys either withdrew or somebody withdrew from you in your foundation. And as a result of that, stage one saw you guys looking for the real deal, looking for a relationship in which you could really build something with an individual here, with the Ace of Coins. Because your goals are to fall in love, to be able to open your heart to an individual, or have somebody open their heart to you. And as a result of that, your focus for finding true love in 2018, Cancerians, will be the Magician in the reverse. That's interesting why that came up. Some of you guys, the focus might be on people who aren't honest with us, because Magician in the reverse refers to con men and liars and deceivers and people who pull the wool over your eyes. So some of you guys, it might be that your focus is on such a person. You know, you want someone that you can settle down with. You realise this in stage one of finding true love. And I think this has been going on, you know, obviously prior to 2018, there was a realisation. Somebody might have withdrawn from you here, and there was a realisation, because the Ace of Coins means a realisation. It means a reality check when you get the Ace of Coins as well. So there was a reality check. Stage one was reality check. And that reality check was in stage one, that what you want is somebody who can truly open their heart to you, and who you can truly open your heart to. You don't have, you know, you don't have to fear being honest and being open and being yourself with the Ace of Cups. You can just come with as who you are with an individual, and you'll be accepted. And that's why your focus will be on Magicians in the reverse. Some of you guys, it will be that your focus is on making sure that you don't have people who withdraw, who walk out on you, who lie about who they are. Because the Magician in the reverse, that's the only way at the moment I can look at that card, Cancerians. Because in the reverse, if it's your action, it means you're if this is about you focusing on yourself and how you find true love with the Magician in the reverse, that would mean that you wouldn't take any action, you wouldn't trust, you wouldn't have any confidence. It might be for some of you guys the focus is on why you don't manifest what you want. Magician in the reverse. There's two ways to look at this, I think. It's either that because your goals are to find true love with the Ace of Cups, and this is the true love card, you know, finding someone you can offer your love to, open your heart to, somebody who'll open their heart to you. But as a result of that, your focus for 2018 in terms of finding true love is either going to be on people who come into your life who might have the capacity to cause damage. Maybe somebody did that here. So the focus is on making sure that you don't find liars, narcissists, you know, psychopaths, con men, con women, magician reversed, illusionists, magician reverse, people who expand or, you know, big up certain words. People who say, oh, yeah, you know, we're together now, we're going to get married, and then suddenly, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want the relationship, you know? You don't want people like that. So your focus might be on making sure that you don't meet somebody like that. The other focus might be, well, with the Magician on the reverse, on why you're not finding the triumph. Because you obviously want it here. There's a reality check that you want to build a life with someone, and your goal is to find true love. They're two very strong love cards, Ace of Coins, Ace of Cups. This is about building long-term relationships, and this is about opening your heart and finding love and falling in love with the right person. They're both beautiful cards for love, but your focus as a result of those energies, Cancerians, might be, well, my focus for the year is going to be finding out why I'm not manifesting these things, because your struggles or your challenge is to overcome some hurts. You got Three of Swords in the reverse. So whether that had been Three of Swords in the upright, it would have said the same thing. Your challenge would have been that you're still hurting. Three of Swords in the reverse is the challenge. So the challenge is how you heal. Your challenge is healing from a situation. Three of Swords in the reverse. And as a result of that, the best way, the second stage to finding true love, i.e. the best way how you overcome this challenge here, is by Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying, expect the unexpected with the Wheel of Fortune energy. Take each day as it comes. Because the Wheel of Fortune is an unpredictable card. Trust in the universe. The universe is going to guide you to where you need to be, Cancerians, in terms of love. Because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is. The Wheel of Fortune says, well, a turn of events could come any time. Expect the unexpected. Trust that the universe has your back, that God has your back with the Wheel of Fortune energy. The best way to overcome, because your challenge is healing. And in stage 3, the best way to overcome the challenge being healing is the Wheel of Fortune. Leave it down to God. Leave it down to the fates. Take each day as it comes. Don't force anything. The third stage. Sorry, this is the second stage, sorry. So second stage of finding true love is Wheel of Fortune. Surrender. Expect the unexpected. You never know what tomorrow will bring, because your challenge is healing, 3 of Swords in the reverse. But how you overcome that challenge of healing for yourselves, Cancerians, is simply by putting your faith in the universe, Wheel of Fortune. Let it go. Let it. Don't. If your challenge is healing, then you're obviously holding on to something in this area here, Cancerians. And the best way that you overcome, so therefore there's a blockage going on here with the 3 of Swords reversed. So the way that you overcome this blockage is the Wheel of Fortune. Now the Wheel of Fortune can be anything. It can be going out and about, getting yourself out there, doing stuff, not holding on, just allowing the wheel to turn from this to this, letting it go forward so you start to heal. And that could be perhaps putting yourself in positions where there is the ability to do that. But also I feel with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a card about fate and unpredictability. So this is about letting the universe do its job and not holding on, just allowing yourself to release this energy. Because we usually, when we're blocked from releasing an energy, especially in terms of needing to heal, there's a reason for that. Sometimes we willingly hold on to things because we think it's going to be a protection device. Let's have a look at what the third stage of your finding true love is about, what you're going to need to do. The 5 of Swords. Well, 5 of Swords, I think that you guys are going to need to... 5 of Swords, and it's reversed. This is all about gaining empowerment. This is all about taking your power back. So I think the next stage is about taking your power back, and it would make sense to me, because if your challenge is healing, if you're not healing in a situation, Cancerians, then you feel a lack of power. You feel disempowered. You feel weak. This is all about taking your strength back. So your challenge is healing. And the third stage is saying, well, here, if your challenge is healing, then the second stage of finding true love and the stage in terms of how you overcome this area of challenge of healing is the Wheel of Fortune. Let it go. Let God take care of it. Let the universe take care of it. Give it up to the universe. It's a universal card. Expect the unexpected. Don't hold on to this too much. Go out and be active. Do things. But not with a vision view of having anything come to you. Just do things so that you can this helps this process along of healing. Because the third stage is this is about you guys seeking your empowerment with the 5 of Swords in reverse. So the third stage of finding true love is about finding the confidence in yourself. It's very difficult to find true love when you feel a lack of power, when you feel powerless, when you feel a lack of confidence, when you feel depressed, when you feel downtrodden, when you feel that somebody has the upper hand over you. It's very difficult to find those things. You'll usually find that it's easier to find a great relationship, or it's easier to find, and we don't always find great relationships. I mean, in 2017, you'd have seen a video that I did on how to find true love. And, you know, I knew the outcome was a bit dodgy, I'll be honest with you, because it showed judgment, which can be major change. So I just thought, but it could go either way. This is the thing. You don't know with judgment. Things can go either way. I met someone in 2017 who, to all intents and purposes, seemed like a nice guy. And I've got nothing against the guy. He's all right. He was an okay person. He was very helpful in his own way. But he wasn't for me. Because gradually, as I got to know him over a course of a few weeks, I realised that this was somebody who had some form of issues in terms of relationships and sticking with them. So this person would find any reason to find fault after a certain amount of time, because that's how he was generally made up. He was a romanticist and he wanted love. but he was using different women to either get over a person that he was with from the past, or to help him to, you know, to find himself. And to be honest with you, that's not what people should do. You shouldn't be using other people to find who you are or to help yourself heal. You should be going to someone when you're ready, when you are healed, or when you're there. And what I'm trying to say is that I'm now at a place of real empowerment within myself, because that experience helped me to see certain things within myself that I was doing wrong. It helped empower me. Okay? So what I'm saying is that when you feel weak, you can't, it's difficult to find true love. And yet sometimes when you find true love, or you think that you found it, it doesn't always happen. And that's what happened to me in 2017, Cancerians. I thought that I'd found someone that I could really gel with. He just felt like a right fit for me, the right combination, but he wasn't. And that's fine. Sometimes you've just got to kiss a few frogs until you get to a prince, and that's it. So don't be afraid if there are little bits and bobs. You're at a place of empowerment here, Cancerians, and somebody comes along and it's not the right fit, because it's all in the plan. It's all in the plan. And that's why, in order to overcome this inability to heal, you need to trust. How do you overcome this? The Wheel of Fortune. It's not in your hands. It's in perfect timing. In perfect timing, trust. In perfect timing, this will happen. Because the third stage of you guys finding true love is to feel empowered. Get yourself feeling empowered. Now, if that means you go into the gym, working out, getting your head cleared, anything that can happen with this Five of Swords. Five of Swords in the reverse is about coming out of conflict. And when you come out of conflict within the self or with others, because this can be a card that refers in the upright to feeling a great deal of self-doubt. If it's an internal card, it means to feel self-doubt and to feel a lack of confidence and to feel a lack of power. So in the reverse, what you're doing, remember, reversals are either the opposite of the upright or the absence of the energy of the upright. So it's the absence of feeling unconfident, feeling a lack of self-worth in the reverse. So if you want to find true love, the next stage is to find your own empowerment, your own strength, your own confidence here, Cancerians. And how do you do that? Well, you do it by an amalgamation of things. Some of you guys, it might be that you need to go out there with your friends a little bit more and enjoy yourself. It might be for some of you guys, go to the gym. You want to go and do workout. You want to get yourself feeling fit, looking good. Go and do that. For some of you guys, it might be painting your nails. For some of you guys, it might be doing a new skincare regime. For some of you guys, it might be eating differently. There's all sorts of ways that you can empower yourself. But this card says here, well, coming in the third stage of how you start to find true love is about finding true love within yourself and empowering yourself with that Five of Swords in the reverse, Cancerians. Because you guys in 2018 will be the Three of Cups in the reverse. So some of you guys will have left a partnership. Three of Cups in the reverse represents separation. So some of you guys might be separated from someone who you thought was a soulmate, because a lot of readers that see Three of Cups as a soulmate. I've never really seen the Three of Cups as a soulmate card, but I can appreciate their depiction of that being a soulmate card. I see it more as a partnership. Some of you guys might have left a partnership. Threes represent, in the upright, threes represent activation. In the reverse, they represent to deactivate. So you've possibly deactivated a partnership. Some of you guys might have separated from a true soulmate that you thought was, you know, your life partner. Some of you guys with the Three of Cups might have deactivated or left a third-party situation here. And that's why your focus, or the heart of the matter in this reading, in terms of love, is about withdrawing. But also healing is the heart of the matter. So what you guys are trying to do, I would say that this is you guys healing, Four of Swords. I'd say Cancerians are healing. Because I think that you guys being this Three of Cups, you've either deactivated a partnership, left it. Some of you guys have divorced or separated with that Three of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys have declined, refused to be involved in some third-party harem. And the heart of the matter for you guys in 2018 will be all about healing, with this Four of Swords energy showing here, in which the first stage you realise, there's a realisation through healing. I think that there is a realisation here with the Ace of Coins that your goal is to find true love, but it is also to have somebody whose heart is open to you. So in the Three of Cups, if you guys have separated from an individual, left a relationship, left a partnership, it's because it's either because you couldn't open your heart to an individual, or this person couldn't open their heart to you. And your goal is to have that. There's a realization here. After the healing, there is a realization that you want true love. You want somebody to open your heart to them, and equally you need, but I think it's more about you wanting someone to open their heart to you, because as a result of that, your focus will be on the Magician energy in the reverse. Some of you guys, if you're the ones that are having problems settling down, Cancerians, your focus will be on, well, why am I the Magician in the reverse? Why am I not being honest with who I am and honest with others? And it can be the other way around. It might be you're focusing on a Magician in the reverse, somebody who you separated from, and that you don't want this energy back, because your challenge is healing over this situation. 2 3s in the reverse. It could be third party, but this is about healing. So your challenge as a result of this is healing over it. And the best thing to do, how you heal, is the Wheel of Fortune. Let it be surrender. That's what the Wheel of Fortune does. You've got to surrender when you get a Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune will pull things in certain direction. You've got no damn control over that. So all you can do with the Wheel of Fortune is just trust that things are going to get better. Because the third stage is you need to find your empowerment. You need to find your confidence. You need to get your mojo back with the Five of Swords in the reverse. You need to put conflict behind you with the Five of Swords in the reverse. Because what's coming in, and what some of you guys might need to deal with in terms of love, Cancerians, coming in, is the Tower in the reverse. So the Tower in the reverse represents a delayed effect. When you get the Tower in reverse, it's avoidance. Now, I feel that what you'll need to deal with the Tower in the reverse is you're going to need to face up to your feelings. I wouldn't say that this is a person coming in or a situation coming in. The situation that's coming in is you. Tower in reverse says, I'm ignoring. It's a card of avoidance and ignorance. It shows that when you are suppressing something, if you get it with a cup card, you could be suppressing your feelings, or your feelings are about to come out. So you get a Queen of Cups with that, or a King of Cups with that. This is suppressing. King of Cups, Queen of Cups of feelings, and it's going to come out. It's going to come out. So you guys are going to need to deal with whatever it is you've been suppressing within you. This is why you need to find the confidence. Third stage, how to find true love. Find your confidence. Find your place of calm with the Five of Swords reverse through any type of means that you want, because what you'll need to deal with coming in is the Tower reversed. And this are feelings, this is things that you've not faced up to, concerning perhaps past relationships with that Tower reverse, because your hopes are, well, your fears are the Eight of Coins, and that is really to give up. The Eight of Coins reverse says, well, it's dead end, there's no point, I'm bored, I can't be bothered to put the effort in, I can't be bothered to focus on it. And your fears are, well, what if I can't be bothered anymore? Eight of Coins, what if I just give up, because I don't want to put the effort in, because I'm afraid of getting this again, and this again. The overall outcome for how you find or try to find true love in 2018, what you need to do with the advice card and the overall outcome, is a Seven of Swords. See this here? You guys coming in are going to need to deal with something that you have been suppressing. Emotions, I feel that you guys have been suppressing. And as a result of that, the advice is face up to it, Seven of Swords, rectify it. Seven of Swords is reversed. Seven of Swords in reverse means facing up to the truth. You're no longer avoiding the truth with the Seven of Swords in the upright. What you're doing is you're coming to reality. Another of these, this card is also a card about coming to reality. Because this person, this isn't all about deception. This is somebody who is actually avoiding the truth. It's a card of avoidance when this person is running away from something. But how you start to find true love is that you're no longer avoiding the truth, honesty. This is also about, for me, forgiveness, because it's going back to the scene of the crime and it's clearing up the mess. So how you also try and find true love in 2018 is all about decluttering. This person in the upright must have an absolute stash of goods. This can't be the only thing that he's stolen. But in the reverse, this person either goes back to confess or they're getting caught. So if you confess to holding a lot of loot, your stuff is eventually going to get confiscated. So this is about clearing up a mess. The advice is to clear your mess up. to start decluttering your mind. Because there are blockages here. Number one, the blockage here is that you're not healing. Some of you guys are finding it difficult to heal over a situation. Because you guys have separated from someone. You're showing us a Three of Cups in the reverse. You might have left a third party situation. You might have bowed out of it. You know. And as a result of that, the heart of the matter for 2018 is going to all be about healing. Four of Swords. And as a result of that healing, you guys have arrived at stage one. I've come to reality that I really want a relationship that I can build on. That I can, you know, plant seeds and watch them grow. Ace of Coins. I want someone that I can invest in. Someone I can commit to and who will commit to me. Because my goals are to be able to open my heart to someone without fear that they're going to reject me. And have somebody open their heart to me. This can be a truly open, loving relationship. And that's why my focus is on the Magician in the reverse. This is either the focus is on finding out why I do what I do. Or the Magician is in the reverse is finding out, you know, is making sure that I don't have people that come in who will set me back 100 years. People who will come in and lie and cheat and deceive for their own good. Or my focus is on why true love isn't manifesting. Because my challenge is I'm trying to heal. I'm finding it difficult to heal over an individual who hurt me. Over someone who I have, there was either a third party situation with. Or somebody I had to leave. Or somebody who left. But I know the best way that I can overcome this in stage 2 of finding true love is just to leave it up to God. Wheel of Fortune. Leave it in God's hands. Healing will come in time with the Wheel of Fortune. It's out of my hands. When things are ready to heal, they will heal. But in the meantime, how can I aid that? How can I help the healing process along? Well, I can do stage 3. I can start to get my mojo back. So if my challenge is healing, why don't I go to the gym? Why don't I go work out? Start focusing on myself. If I'm a woman, maybe wear a bit of makeup if I fancy it. You know, get my hair done. Get my nails done. You know, start buy some new clothes if I can afford it. If I can't afford it, fine. You know, maybe patch up some old clothes, get some old clothes out from the loft that I haven't worn in a long time. If I'm too big for them, maybe I want to lose a bit of weight and see if I can fit in them. You know, it's about me getting sexy again if I'm a woman, and if you're a man as well. If I'm a man, why don't I go to the gym and pull a few weights, try and get a few muscles on me, get me tummy down if I need to get it down. You know, go to the library, go and read, go and watch a show. Anything that I can do to feel empowered, this could be a good way on my journey to finding true love, because the more that I love myself and the more that I feel the confidence in myself, the more likely it is that I'm going to be opening up the channels to having the universe bring better things, better people in for me. Because what's coming in is I'm going to need to deal with my shit, things that I've been completely oppressing and suppressing over a number of years. If I want to focus on why love doesn't manifest in the right way for me, why I'm always meeting magicians in the reverse, then maybe, just maybe, what's coming in is going to be the answer, something I'm going to need to face up to with that Tower in the reverse. The Ace of Cups reverse. So I'm basically with this Tower avoiding. What's coming in for you guys, I feel, is that you are avoiding letting go, some of you guys, in 2018, because you can't leave a situation. The Eight of Cups. Here you are. The third stage to finding true love is about empowering yourself. Five of Swords in the reverse. Because coming in, you guys will face the Tower in the reverse. And I'm not talking about people returning here. This is not that type of reading. You're experiencing the Tower in the reverse because you guys are avoiding. What are you avoiding? Why are you avoiding? So you're going to face something that tells you why you're avoiding your feelings, or you're avoiding doing something. Whatever it is you're avoiding, it's making you not walk away. Eight of Cups in reverse. It's keeping you where you are. So what you're experiencing is coming in is the inability to change or accept change with the Tower in the reverse, which then leaves you in a state of limbo. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Your heart is still there. Can I truly leave a situation, or can't I? because you're not really dealing with the situation. Yeah, you're becoming empowered, but underneath the surface there's a non-dealing with this situation, which keeps you guys kind of held back, I would say, with the Eight of Cups reverse. The best advice the universe has for you in how you deal, or how you find true love, or start to find true love in 2018, is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So, Seven of Swords in the reverse. To me, this is the reality check card, especially when it comes to how we deal with things. To me, this isn't running away. Seven of Swords is a card about running away. The Seven of Swords in the reverse is, for me, a card that says that there is a general realization that something in your life, Ten of Cups in the reverse, could not work. Because Ten of Cups in the reverse refers to a relationship that's disruptive, it's unhappy. There's a sense of, there's a lack of fulfillment with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. It can refer to cheating or dishonesty in relationships. Generally, it's upset energy, it's upset emotions, it's not your soulmate. I've read soulmate card as being Ten of Cups. This isn't your soulmate. So there's a realization how you start to heal, because this is more about not just finding true love for some of you Cancerians, but also actually healing from a situation. And it's about facing up to the facts with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, because Seven of Swords in the reverse is all about facts. This is about lies, deceit, illusion, and this is about the facts, because somebody's either owning up, they're getting caught, or they're confessing. So this is all about the facts. This is like justice. The best way that you guys can achieve finding true love in 2017 is to own up to the fact that whatever this relationship was, because here, you guys are the Tower in the reverse, you're experiencing Tower in the reverse. The inability to let go. You're not fully facing up to something here. Whatever it is you're not facing up to is making you stagnant. It's keeping you where you are, Eight of Cups reversed. But the overall outcome from this is, how do you find true love from this? Well, you face up to the fact that this relationship, the Ten of Cups in the reverse, whatever it was that you were in, which simply wasn't meant to be, and it wouldn't have enhanced your life in any way at all with that Ten of Cups being reversed there. It wouldn't have enhanced your life in any way. Also, I just pulled a Star card. I didn't know whether to put that down or not, but I think I will. Also, it's the realization with that Seven of Swords in reverse, coming to reality, facing the facts, Seven of Swords in reverse, that this unhappiness that you guys have felt, some of you guys have felt with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, will begin to heal with the Star card in the upright. You're going to heal over a situation here, and once you're healed, because your blockage is here, this is the blockage position stroke challenge, Three of Swords reverse. Some of you guys, healing is your problem. You're challenged by healing over a situation because you've had to sever ties or separate from an individual. And at the heart of the matter for 2018 concerning love is all about healing. But because of this healing, you guys will come to a realization that you want to build a proper relationship with someone, because your goals are to find true love. Ace of Cups. A partnership there you can open your heart, and a partnership where somebody opens their heart to you. So therefore your focus is going to be on the Magician in the reverse. Either why love isn't manifesting, or why you've got the type of person coming in that you do. Magician reverse suggests con man, liar, deceiver. Because your challenge is, I'm finding it difficult to heal. But the best way is to do this in the second stage of finding true love is to allow the universe to do its thing. Trust in the universe. But while you're trusting in the universe, but also, I think another way that you could heal here is to understand that this is the way it was meant to be. This is all in God's plan, Wheel of Fortune. Because Wheel of Fortune is a card about fate. Things that are fated, they're meant to be. So if you're finding it difficult to heal, Cancerians, if your challenge in 2018 is healing from a past relationship that went wrong, or somebody did you wrong, the best way to do that is to understand that it's all in God's plan, Wheel of Fortune. And as a result of that, in third stage, once you start to accept, well, this is what things were meant to be. This is how things were meant to be. It was meant to teach me something. Once you get that in your head, Cancerians, you can then start to build. Third stage, start letting go of this situation, letting go of the conflict, and forgiveness is another thing. So this is all about, when you get the Five of Swords in the reverse, it's about forgiving the other party as well. So it's about coming to a place of acceptance and saying, look, I forgive you for this. Let's, you know, this is about an even playing field now. Let's let bygones be bygones. So the third stage to you guys, because if your challenge is healing, Cancerians, it might be that you're holding on to a lot of resentment with that Three of Swords in the reverse. Okay, and the best way to overcome that is by accepting that this is the way that it was always meant to be. This was fated. This was how this is how the universe had designed stuff for you. When you can acknowledge that, it's about taking your own power back and forgiving whoever it is that you feel hurt you with that Five of Swords, but taking your own power back by doing an amalgamation of things that are going to make you feel happy, free and fulfilled. Because you are going to need to face this, the Tower in the reverse, that some of you guys are still holding on to the energy of a past relationship that then stunts your growth. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Because your fears are not being able to invest or work on or put any type of effort into another relationship with that Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. And there you got another reversal, Page of Coins. So this is about not putting any effort in whatsoever into love because you just simply don't see the point. You simply don't feel that there's going to be anything long term, or nothing will come off the venture. For some of you guys, it'll be, well, I'm fearing not being able to put any effort into, maybe there'll be somebody around you, a Page of Coins in the reverse, could be a younger lover, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Either way, the outcome area is saying, as advice, if you want to find true love in 2018, Cancerians, you need to face up to reality, and you need to have a reality check and face up to the facts. That over an unhappiness, Ten of Cups in the reverse, over a relationship that was separated, or over a disruptive relationship, an unhappy relationship, a relationship that didn't fulfill you, you will heal with the Star card. But you need to let down your guard. You need to let down your guard. I'm just going to ask the cards how you start to heal with the Star. How does Cancerian start to heal with the Star? How do Cancerians start to heal with the Star? There you go, Ten of Wands in the reverse. Let it all go. Some of you guys need counselling, go see that. Take down your guard. You've got Knight of Wands here as well. Take down your guard and allow new things to come in. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands represents incoming situations. Take down your guard and allow new people to come in. I'm not promising you that they'll always be the right one, but you'll be on your path to finding it. Everything is what I've found in life, Cancerians, is that everything is a learning curve. And it doesn't mean that because you're being let down by certain people that other people will do so. It's all a learning curve in life. Everything that you experience, everything that you go through in life in terms of love. And love is the biggest thing that people want. Everybody wants the perfect partner. Everybody wants, somebody that they can trust. And when our trust is broken by people, we say we'll never love again. We'll never trust again. We'll never do this. But the trouble is the universe doesn't care. So the words that you speak is what you'll ultimately manifest. So your focus might very well be on why you're not manifesting love. The love that you want with the Magician in the reverse. And you'll find that it's in your challenge position that you're finding it difficult to heal. You've got a blockage here. But the way that you overcome this, Cancerians, is by accepting It's acceptance with the Wheel of Fortune that this was always meant to happen, and it was meant to happen because it was meant to teach you something. You will find the third stage to you guys finding true love is to empower yourselves. Forgive and empower. So whoever's hurt you, forgive them. Five of Swords in the reverse. But then empower yourself. Take back your power, because the forgiveness will start to... Forgiving someone will help you to empower who you are. It will make you feel stronger. But then with the Five of Swords as well, this is all about taking your ish back, you know? Doing all sorts of things to make you feel good. You will face that Tower moment in the reverse. Where you're holding on to things with the Tower in the reverse. You're reluctant to let it go, which means that you're held in limbo. But ultimately, the best thing that you can do regarding that is this. Face up to the facts. That over a very poor relationship, Ten of Cups in the reverse, you will heal. And how you'll heal is by taking down your guard and allowing yourself to fly. So I would say allow yourself to fly with the Knight of Wands. Pursue wonderful, exciting, happy things in 2018. Take down your guard and allow yourself to go out there and enjoy life with the Knight of Wands. Experience different things. But also take down your guard to people that come in. Because not everybody's a douchebag. It's a lovely, lovely reading. This is all about removing obstacles off the heart. And facing up to the facts. Face up to the truth of a relationship. Because if you don't face up to it, if you're still deceiving yourself over a past relationship, you'll never get free of it. So come to the light. As soon as you start to trust and accept that this was something that was meant to be, that was meant to teach you something, Cancerians, you will start to fly. And you will start to have new opportunities, better opportunities come to you. Let's get your advice readings before we go. So, the first piece of advice that we have for you guys is through the... let's have a look what cards we should use. It's through the Romance Angels deck, I think. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Cancerians in terms of finding true love in 2018? What is the advice that you have for Cancerians in terms of finding true love in 2018? Show me. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So the advice is, you know, if some of you guys are holding on to a past relationship, because I can see that you guys want to heal here, and you have been looking in the, as a result of it, in stage one, the realization, you had a reality check from here. So you've been healing it. If the foundation, this is all about you guys healing in 2018, and as a result of that, you have been looking realistically. You've had a reality check with the Ace of Coins. Actually, I really do want a proper good partner, someone I can settle down with, because my goal is to find true love, to have someone who I can be myself with the Ace of Cups, who I can just open up to without judgment. And that somebody can do the same with me. But the advice is saying from the Romance Angels, unrequited love. If there's not enough chemistry in a relationship, leave it. So you, in other words, if you turn the card around, you've got to find relationships. You've got to look for relationships in which there is not just, you know, you get so many people saying, oh, I met this person. Oh, my God, the chemistry and the connection was so amazing. And yet the person won't be right for them because it's all about the fire. What you want is love, not fire. Yeah, it's fine to have good fire at the start of a relationship, a good connection at the start of a relationship, excitement, that real buzz at the beginning of a relationship. But if you don't have anything that can be sustainable from that, there's no point. So don't focus on unrequited love, but just be aware that sometimes when we get involved with people, if there's simply just a magnetic connection, that's not enough to sustain something. You've got to look at other areas of the individual. The And actually, I want to see what the booklet is saying about unrequited love as well. The romance angels compassionately bring you this card as an answer to your relationship question. The person you're inquiring about has many qualities that you find attractive. However, there's not enough mutual attraction to create the passion you're seeking. This relationship is more like a cat and mouse chase, exactly, with one partner continually retreating and disappearing. Neither person enjoys this imbalance, and lack of chemistry is the reason. You may both share genuine love, which in itself can be a foundation for a long-term relationship. This card comes to you simply to help you understand the missing component which you can both sense. Every relationship is a synergy of blended energies. You can't completely control the attraction factor, but you can override and steer it. Sometimes painful childhood memories can draw you to unhealthy relationships. As you recreate the original situation in an attempt to heal it, you can ask the angels for guidance to help you elevate your spiritual frequencies so that you attract a partner of a similar nature. You deserve to be in a relationship of mutual appreciation, exactly, and attraction, so it's worth your time and effort to manifest one with those qualities, exactly. And the focus might be on why you're not manifesting a blended relationship which is balanced, because your challenge is that you've not healed from something else. Three of Swords in the reverse. There was an imbalance. You guys are showing us feeling imbalanced in a relationship, separated from a relationship. And this card, the advice is find balanced relationships, not just ones where you have certain components, as I mentioned, because if you've only got a certain component in a relationship, it's probably not going to sustain it. The next advice card for 2018 and finding true love is from the Guardian Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. And what is the advice, universe, that you have for what is the advice that you have for Cancerians who want to find true love in 2018? Show me. It says a happy change. Your angels have heard your prayers and have banded together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of activity. Be confident and trust the guidance you receive. So it's brilliant. Combining these two cards, if you focus on finding balanced relationships and not just finding relationships, i.e., for example, relationships that are all about how somebody looks. So I must have a good looking girl, or I must have a good looking guy, and that will suffice me. Because if you look for relationships that you only focus on one or two components that you want in that relationship, you're going to have this come into effect. Imbalanced relationships, relationships that are unsustainable. So look for blended things, components in a relationship in which you're going to be able to bring something to the table, that person brings something to the table. It's not all based on one thing or the other. And as a result of that, you will have those big happy changes coming in. What did I just drop there? It's a booklet. We'll leave that underneath the desk. You will have big happy changes coming in if you can find the right balance between you and an individual showing up. There's nothing wrong with wanting certain components. Of course there's nothing wrong. Most people want someone who they feel they can be attracted to. There's nothing wrong in that. But if you allow that to be the complete be-all and end-all of your attraction, you're going to end up very disappointed. The final card for finding true love is the lesson that you guys need to heed from the 50 Ways to Divine Love tarot deck, just using the majors. What is the message? What is the lesson that Cancerians need to heed in terms of finding true love in 2018? What is the lesson that Cancerians need to heed in terms of finding true love in 2018? Show me. The Fool. Now, how do we learn a lesson from the Fool? Very interesting card, because the Fool is all about new beginnings, fresh starts. I think with the Fool, it's all about, because it talks about taking a leap of faith, and it talks about taking new opportunities. You don't know where you're heading. It's a card about excitement. Now, I think the lesson for me with the Fool that I would need to learn, if I were looking at that card in terms of love, would be to look before I leap. It wouldn't be, I think for you guys, the lesson is don't jump into things in terms of love that are not tried and tested. So this is all about being very self-aware in terms of how you're acting towards love. So if you're the type of person, Cancerians, that jumps into a relationship because, you know, the person looks a certain way, or because, you know, because the person is exciting, or because you feel immediately there's a chemistry, I want to jump into it. I think that the cards are saying, look, the Fool is saying, look before you leap. Be more cautious. And that would be either in the reverse or the upright. It can work either way, because the lesson with the Fool card is really, you know, it's fine to take an opportunity, but always look before you leap, and always heed. I don't know whether there's a dog on this card. Yeah, there is, but he's at the Fool's side. Usually the dog is barking up at the Fool and saying, watch out. But I think it's also saying, I think the dog can also be indicative of somebody's intuition. So it says, pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to your intuition this year, if you should meet someone. If you want to find true love and you meet someone and you think this isn't going to be it, this isn't going to be the person for me, rather than going head over heels in terms of the, you know, the situation, because there's something about the person that attracts you, but you feel kind of on a soul level, this person probably won't be very right for me because of one thing or another. You need to heed that with the Fool energy. Look before you leap. The lesson is to look before you leap with the Fool. Okay? Because the Fool is about taking a random act. It's about jumping into a situation because you feel it feels good, because it looks good. It's about taking a step into the unknown. It's about taking risks. But I don't think that you guys have cut yourself off from love here. So I don't feel that I should say the lesson is to take a risk, because it doesn't look like you shut yourself down. Because you know what you want with the Ace of Coins. You're very certain of that, Cancerians. You know that you want to build a relationship that for the long term, and that your goals are to find true love, to open your heart up to someone and have somebody open their heart up to you. So it's not that you're even reticent, but your focus for the 12 months will be on why things aren't manifesting in that way for you, and that's because you're still needing to heal. But the way that you do that is to accept that this was always going to be the case. It was always meant to be, because you were on a journey, you're on a path. The universe has a destiny for you, but you had to do this. You had to do this before you could get to the next stage. And what is that next stage? Well, you know, these advice cards are saying, number one, look for balanced relationships, not just one component that suits you, because in the long term that can't be sustained. As a result of that, you will find happy changes coming in. And for some of you, it will bring brilliant, but the Fool doesn't promise a brilliant opportunity. It's a neutral card. It says there's an opportunity, but it doesn't tell you that the opportunity is going to be amazing. It says there's a new beginning, there's a fresh start. But it doesn't tell you that. For some of you guys, yes, big happy changes, but be careful of how much you just go in for it. Because if you go into something, this big happy change that comes in, if you just go into it blindly because you're running off energy, are you going to be back at square one? So take your time with these big happy changes, I feel, with this Fool energy. Take your time with it. Nurture it. Because if you want true love, love that is sustainable, I think that for some of you guys, you're going to have to do things for some of you in a slightly different way in 2018 if you want to sustain relationships. Okay, that is your How Do You Find True Love in 2018 reading. Cancerians, I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll see you on your love readings for February 2018, which will be sitting alongside this one. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.